Hey guys, welcome to Britannians. I'm Joshua. Last week, the Migration Advisory Committee has given the salary threshold recommendations for the skilled worker visa in the UK. It is almost a 300-page document. In this video, I'm gonna discuss mainly about the salary threshold required for students and post-study work visa people. So if you're on student visa or post-study visa, then you should definitely watch this video because I'm gonna explain about how this new entrant rule applies for you and how your salary threshold changes from the standard salary threshold of £38,700 for skilled worker visa. So without any delay, let's get into the video. Students and post-study work visa people don't have to get the £38,700 salary threshold in order to get a skilled worker visa. You can get a minimum of £30,960 per annum as a salary in order to get your skilled worker visa. But this £30,960 is not for every job roles. For each job role, there is a different kind of requirement. So I'm gonna detail it in this video. This is mainly because the student and postgraduate people come under the new entrant category of skilled worker visa. So what is this new entrant category? A new entrant means a new entrant to the labor market. In other words, someone who is near the start of their career who meets certain criteria. It does not mean an applicant who is making their first skilled worker application or entering the UK for the first time. So who all qualify for this new entrant category? In order to qualify for this new entrant category, the applicants must meet one or more of the following requirements. So the applicants must be under the age of 26 on the date of application, or the job should be of this occupation codes, or the job for which the applicant is being sponsored must be in a UK regulated profession and applicant must be working towards recognized professional qualification for the profession. The applicant must be working towards full registration or chartered status with a relevant professional body for the job for which they are being sponsored, or all the following conditions apply, which has been mentioned here. So you should have completed a UK bachelor's degree or a UK master's degree or a UK PhD or doctoral qualification or a postgraduate certificate in education or postgraduate diploma of education in the UK, or the applicant's most recent permission was a graduate, and if the permission has expired, it must have expired less than 2 years before the date of application. So if you satisfy any one of this requirement, then you will come under the new entrant category. So you don't have to get that £38,700 salary threshold for skilled worker visa. So what occupations comes under the 30,960 and what exceeds the 30,960? So the UK government published a 289-page document. I have linked it below, so you can go to that and you can go to page number 80, and from page number 80 to 200 they have listed all the job occupation codes. Once you open it, you will see this table, and the tables will have these headings. So SOC 2020 occupation code, that is what means the job occupation code. So basically each job occupation code contains a multiple job titles. So you can see the next column for that, which is the examples of related job titles. So that will have all the job titles for each job occupation code. And then on the right side, you can see first is the going rate. So going rate is the standard going rate. For if you want to look for new entrant category, then you have to look at the 70% of going rate. So in order to qualify for a skilled worker visa, you need to get minimum £30,960 or 70% of the going rate, whichever is higher. For example, you can see here job occupation code 1121 production managers and directors. So here let's say you are coming in as an engineering manager, then you can see at the 70% of going rate, you are a student or you are on a PSW or any other criteria that I have mentioned before, so you will come under the new entrant category. And if you are in the new entrant category, then you can see here your 70% of going rate is £36,050 per annum. So this is higher than the £30,960 minimum threshold. So now since your 70% of going rate is higher than the £30,960, you have to get £36,050 per annum in order to get a skilled worker visa. So that should be your salary. So that is what is mentioned. So you have to get the minimum £30,960 per annum or 70% of the going rate, whichever is higher. So that is what they have meant. So the higher value will be taken as your salary threshold. So let's see. There are lots of jobs, mainly the jobs which are on managers and directors level. You have a higher salary threshold than the 30,960. And if you just go down, you can also see biochemist, biomedical scientist, physical scientist, geologist, meteorologist. All these people needs to get more than 30,960 pounds. Civil engineers has to get 31,850 pounds because that is what their 70% of going rate is. Electronics engineers has to get 34,930 pounds because that is what their 70% of going rate is. Aerospace engineers has to get more. Engineering and project managers and project engineers has to get more. IT project managers, IT managers has to get almost 36,330 or 35,680. IT business analyst has to get 36,190 pounds per annum. Programmers and software development professionals has to get 34,580 pounds per annum. If you read through this table, there are lots of job occupation codes. You can find your job occupation or your job title, and then you can find the relevant 70% of salary threshold. So if it is more than 30,960, then you have to get that 70% salary threshold in order to get a skilled worker visa in the UK if you are eligible for the new entrant category. So all this that I have mentioned right now is only applicable if you are eligible for the new entrant category. So right now you will have a question like, what is the situation for fresh graduates in the UK? So what if I don't have any experience, I'm coming to UK, so what will be the salary that I get in the UK? So usually the average salary for people who are not in the IT side, you will get paid around 25,000 pounds to 28,000 pounds on an average for a graduate. So with that salary, it is very hard for you to get a skilled worker visa in the UK, because if you see, like for example, civil engineers, electronic engineers, mechanical engineers, US salary threshold are almost 35,000 pounds. So it is very hard for you to get a job in the UK if you are a fresh graduate. If you gain experience during your PSW period and then you apply for another job which sponsors you, then you may have a chance, but then it is really hard for people who don't have any experience and coming to the UK for jobs. Then it is really difficult to get a job in the UK, especially based on this new salary requirement. This new salary threshold comes into play on 4th of April 2024. So from 4th of April 2024, if you're if you're getting your certificate of sponsorship after 4th of April 2024, then you will fall under this new rule, and you have to get this new salary threshold in order to get your skilled worker visa. I hope this video is useful for you. If you like the video, hit the like button, share the video and subscribe to the channel. We'll meet in the next video. Until then, goodbye. Cheers.